Hello, everyone, and welcome to another movie review. I am happy that you can join me today. If you are new to this channel, click the subscribe button below for future notifications and updates. Click the like button to share this content with other movie fans. Okay, so a couple of days ago, we welcomed spring and we said hello. We said hello to spring, goodbye to winter. So happy vernal equinox. And also here at Nightglow Entertainment, as of right now, we are at the end of season 3 of movie reviews and the beginning of season 4. So I have been doing this now for 3 years, and I'm not quite sure what to expect in the coming year. So yeah, it just kind of made sense that we start the fourth season off right now. So um, yesterday I went to see Disney's Snow White. It is considered to be a musical fantasy. It was directed by Mark Webb. I think this is his sixth feature-length film. Uh, Snow White stars Rachel Zegler as the title character. Gal Gadot plays the evil stepmother slash queen. And instead of Prince Charming, we have a bandit named Jonathan, who is captain of the Outlaws, played by Andrew Burnap. It was released in theaters yesterday, March 21st, and the running time is an hour and 40 minutes. All right, so this is one of the most anticipated films of this year. There's been a lot of talk about it. There's been a couple of controversies surrounding this film. Um, some people were upset about the CGI Seven Dwarves. There was also a controversy in which Rachel Zegler was pro-Palestine, Gal Gadot is pro-Israeli. Gal Gadot was she is an Israeli actress, and before she became an actor, she was in the Israeli army. So there was a controversy surrounding that, and also people really didn't know what to make of it. So the early reviews came out, and the critics said that it was surprisingly good. And so I kind of figure, you know what? Might as well go see it for myself and share my opinions with you guys. So, um, this is the remake of the 1937 film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White was the first animated feature film made at Walt Disney. So this is one of the most popular IPs that Disney has. Um, and quite frankly, do we need another Snow White movie? In my opinion, no. Gotta be honest here. But anyway, I got Snow White on DVD, one of my favorite DVDs of all time. And in addition to that, I got Mirror Mirror on DVD. I got Snow White and the Huntsman on DVD. I got the sequel on DVD. So, in my opinion, um, I really did not need another Snow White. I was not planning to watch this one, but because there is so much buzz around it, I figure I might as well just head on over to the theater and see what the fuss is all about. So, I give this movie 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is a well-directed film. I mean, I don't think I've watched Mark Webb's previous films, but as a director, I'm now a fan of his. He does a great job with the material. There were some minor issues that I had with the film. Um, I'm gonna share it because, hey, this is a movie review. I don't like Snow White's hairstyle. I think it's too short. Um, she has chin length hair. I would have preferred if it was shoulder length. Hair. So yeah, I did not like her hairstyle at all. Um, Gal Gadot. Some people did not like her performance. Her performance worked for me. I think that there were certain scenes where Gal Gadot had this had this twinkle in her eye, and something tells me that she took the role because she thought it would be fun to play a villain. And it's like, well, if that's what you want to do, then great. There is nothing wrong with taking a challenge on. I don't think I've ever seen her play a villain, so this is probably her first time playing a villain, and she decided to take a chance and take a risk. Sometimes risk pays off, sometimes they don't. And so for me, it's like I appreciate her taking the risk. I appreciate her performance. I thought it worked. Um, as far as Prince Charming, yeah, Rachel Zegler, sometimes she has a habit of running her mouth. And she did mention sometime last year doing promos that, in this version, there is no prince to come and save her. And it was like, so yeah, Andrew Burnap, he plays Jonathan. He is captain of the Outlaws because um, there are people who are against the evil shenanigans of the Queen. And so, yeah, instead of Prince Charming, we have an outlaw named Jonathan. And yes, in the end, Snow White saves her own kingdom. Okay, I get it. We're now at this age where there is no such thing as a damsel in distress. Um, but yeah, okay. But the dwarves are fun, and there are a few songs from the first original 1937 film that ended up in this film. However, they took out a couple of songs and they put in some new songs. So I was like, okay, I get it. Um, it's not my favorite musical of all time, but the songs are acceptable. Okay. It does move the story along, and I'm okay with it. It's a solid, acceptable remake. Do I need it? No, I don't. If I had to choose my favorite Snow White, it's definitely Mirror Mirror. Yeah, even though Snow White is not the damsel in distress in Mirror Mirror, I do like the fact that they kept in Prince Charming, and I do like how the story unfolds, and I do like the fact that the seven dwarves, they all have distinct personalities, not just like one dimensional, the way Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like there's happy, grumpy, sneezy, dopey, bashful. Like in Mirror Mirror, the dwarves are respectable characters, and each one of them are multidimensional. And the way they defend themselves against other people is very smart. So yeah, like I really prefer Mirror Mirror by far. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys, and I will see you next time with another movie review. Take care and have fun at the movies.